everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've posted and I definitely want to stay regular with my posting, but I actually just got back from a trip to Italy. It was only 1 week, but the time leading up to it I was definitely busy like planning and packing and buying a bunch of stuff that I needed for it, so that was a really cool experience. And I thought today that I would do a video where I try a bunch of new products that I haven't tested before, because while I was in Italy, I actually picked up some Italian makeup from the brand Kiko. My friend Rachel, who I stayed with in Italy, bought me a blush, which was really cute. And then when we were at a train station, she showed me the store and I decided the prices were so low, I definitely wanted to pick up a couple other products. So she gave me a blush. I picked up a setting powder, a bronzer, and an eyeshadow. It's not enough to do a full face, but I've definitely accumulated enough product that I can do almost a full face of all new products today. The first two steps in my routine today aren't new products. I haven't had time to go find new primers or foundations lately, so I'm going to use NYX's Honeydew Me Up primer and then my go-to Lancome's Teint Idole in the shade 210. Then I'm going to take Smashbox's Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer, and I picked up the shade Light Neutral Olive. I'm not sure what this shade's going to be like on me. It looks very yellow toned, which is good, but I kind of picked it up knowing that I was going to get darker this summer, and so far I haven't gotten that much darker, maybe a slight tan, but I go to my cottage in a week, and that'll be when I definitely have to break out some of my darker products. So I like the applicator. I haven't tried any of these on myself. The entire new line of Smashbox concealers came into my work, so I've used them on other people and sold a couple of them, but I haven't actually used it on myself, so I'm excited to see how well it works. It seems like a really light consistency. So far so good. It feels like a really nice, like it blends out really nicely and it feels super thin. It almost doesn't feel like I've added anything else to my face, but you can definitely see the added coverage, so that's really cool. Really brightening. The only problem I'm having is it is a little bit streaky, so it'd probably be better using like a sponge instead of like a bristled brush, because when I do that you can definitely see the streaks. So I'm just patting and it seems to look a lot nicer that way. Okay, so I really like that concealer. I think it's super lightweight for the amount of coverage that it gives. I wouldn't say I like it more than my current favorite, which is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, but the problem with the NYX one is that it can be quite heavy, like you feel it on, whereas this feels like I didn't add any extra coverage, and it did give nice coverage. It's good color. We'll see if it oxidizes or not. Then to set my foundation, I'm going to go into my first Italian product. I'm gonna pick up Kiko. This is the Kiko Matte Fusion Pressed Powder, and I got it in the shade 06. The one thing I noticed with their powders was it was hard to find like the right color. There wasn't a huge option or a huge variety of colors, so this was kind of the only one I could find that looked like a good yellow undertone, which is definitely more what my skin does in the summer. And so I just picked it. It might be a little bit dark, but we'll see how it goes. It's definitely a matte powder. My only concern so far is it's looking slightly cakey. That might be a mix of having a full coverage matte foundation added with this powder. This might be better if you were just doing like a very low coverage BB cream or some sort of an illuminating foundation and you just wanted to put this like on the T-zone, because it is really nice and matte. It doesn't seem to dry me out too much either. So I don't know if that's like an all the time thing or just it will dry me out as time goes on. We will see. It feels nice. It's slightly cakey. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit thick for an all over setting powder, but that's normal. I think with matte powders, normally they tend to be a little bit cakier. Next, I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows. And lately I've been trying to grow my eyebrows out a little bit more. I used to pluck them super thin because I thought it looked nice. I have very like crazy all over the place eyebrow hairs. They kind of don't like to sit where they're supposed to. So I always just plucked them a lot so that I had fewer ones to try and control. But lately I've been loving Zendaya. I was super obsessed with Spider-Man, always have been. I love Tom Holland. So when I went and saw it, I actually went and saw Spider-Man twice in theaters because I'm addicted. But Zendaya's eyebrows are like goals. That's exactly what I want my eyebrows to be able to do. So I've been trying to grow them out a little bit more because hers are quite thick and she lets them stay long. So I've been trying to tame my more natural eyebrows lately. So we'll see if this works. I picked up Maybelline's 24-hour tattoo studio pot, I guess is what it's called. Oh, brow pomade. They do call it a brow pomade. So Maybelline's Tattoo Studio brow pomade, and I picked up the shade medium brown. These look like a normal pomade. We'll see how it works out. It does come with a little brush, so I'll give their brush a shot too. My only concern so far, like without using it, is that there's only 3 shades in the store, which doesn't seem right considering people have multiple shades of eyebrows. They had kind of like a warmish blonde, a medium brown, and then a black. So I don't know if that's just my store or if other stores carry more. I'm not sure about, but I feel like there should be a larger selection, especially because pomades have become so popular. We got the little brush and it's a tiny little pot. Definitely a lot smaller than like Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow, but it's also a lot cheaper. So if it works, it might be a good investment. It looks more jelly too, so we're gonna have to see. I'll start by brushing my eyebrows out. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely, it's like a gel. Hopefully it dries down like most pomades do. Right off the bat, I'll say I do love their brush. It's nice and thin, and you get a very controlled line. So their brush was a very smart addition to this product. I'm also gonna say the color is definitely not my color. It might be hard to tell on camera, but it's a little bit too light. My eyebrow hair is almost black. They're really dark. And this is coming off as like a really warm brown. It's doable, but it's definitely not something that I would want to be my color every single day. And it's coming across as very jelly, so it doesn't look like a powder or like a natural brow. You can tell that I've used product, but maybe once it sets, it'll look a little bit more natural. So that's kind of the difference between the two brows. Like I said, it definitely looks fake. You can tell that it's filled in. It doesn't do a very good job at looking natural. And the more I did it on the tail end where I like to extend, you can really see how red of an undertone it has, which also not super natural, but I am going to do a brow gel through it, so hopefully that'll kind of tone it down. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eyebrow. Okay, so that's the other eyebrow filled in. I'm actually thinking it's starting to look a little bit less red as it settles down. I don't know what it is, but when you first put it on, it looks really warm. But it definitely looks a little bit better now. Still not the best, like, natural looking brows, but honestly, the brush itself, I would purchase the whole thing again just for the brush. I think their brush design was really smart because of the way it's designed. It's super thin. And it does move around a little bit, like when you're putting it through the front of your brows, it goes really light, which is nice, I guess. I just hope it doesn't move around on the tail end. Just to set my brows and make sure all the hairs are going in the right direction, I'm gonna take Benefit's Gimme Brow in the shade 4.5. I have used this product before in the past, but I don't think I've ever used it in a video before. I used to love it when I first got it, which was probably like 2 years ago. And then I went through a spurt where I was like, oh, I don't need that one. I can use other brow products. It's still one of my favorites repurchasing it now. I do really love it. Yeah, so you can even tell right at the tail here that the brow pomade does smudge quite a bit. I don't know if that's something that just like as time went on it would settle, but that would be my main concern at this point, is just it moving around and the color maybe. Otherwise, it's really nice. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to try out Pure's Get a Grip eyeshadow primer. I actually only have a little sample here. It came in a pack. Wow, that's really hard to see. The reflection's like really bad. I don't know how to help you here. So here we go. It came in a little pack with other Pure products that I got. So I just wanted to give it a shot because I've heard really good things about this eyeshadow primer. So it has a slight tint to it. Definitely don't need all of what's in this pack. Wow, that's a lot. It's one thing I'll never understand. When you get little rip open samples like this and you can tell that you have like 5 or 6 uses, but if you open it up, you shouldn't leave it open and then I just think that's weird. I think companies should like do squeeze bottles or something for testers like this. It seems to be going on really patchy. I don't know how I feel about this primer. It's definitely like messing with the concealer under my eyes. So if you are gonna use it, maybe put it on before doing foundation and concealer. Make it your first step. It does feel tight. It feels tight. Oh my gosh, my eyes feel tight. No idea why. It feels tacky, which is probably good. My eyelids feel sticky though. Like if I look up, they're gonna stick together. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. For my eyeshadow, I'm gonna try out Tarte's High Performance Neutrals BU Naturally eyeshadow palette. I got this in a boxy charm and I haven't tried it yet. And it's really pretty. To me, it's like, If you're not someone that's daring, this is the perfect neutrals palette. There's like a slight pink, there's more of a yellow, there's a slight orange, but mostly it's like neutrals. There's a couple shimmers. To me, it's a little bit boring, but I really like Tarte as a brand. Like, I've always enjoyed all of their products before, so I wanted to see how their eyeshadow performed because I've never tried any of their eyeshadows. So I'm gonna take Earthy. I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid because right now it feels like it's sticking together like crazy. Hopefully this will get it to stop being sticky. Guys, I can't even describe what it feels like, but it's just like my whole eyelid is tight and sticky, and I definitely am not a fan of that eyeshadow primer. I don't know why it's gotten hype because it feels really gross to me. Maybe I put too much on. But it's not often that I straight out say I don't like a product, and so far I do not like that product. You can see right where I put it too. And it's like making it hard for my brush to work. Like, I'm trying to buff in a color and it just feels like it's dragging along the skin. Okay, now on a fluffy brush, I'm gonna take this slightly orange matte shadow. So that one's called Explore. And I'm gonna buff that all over the crease. Okay, I love how pigmented these colors are. I was really nervous because sometimes with shades this light, you don't get a lot of color, but this is showing up even more pigmented than what I'm seeing in the palette, which is really nice, and it feels like butter. Wow, you can really see on this eyelid that I didn't fully blend up the primer. So I'm officially saying I do not like that primer. I'm over it. I don't like it. Probably won't use it again. I'm gonna bring that same shade just underneath my eyelids, under my lower lash line. Please don't put this under your eyelids. I'm gonna take this dark brown shadow and focus it on the outer corner of the eyelid and crease area. One thing too that I'm really liking about these shadows is I don't think there's a lot of fallout, like very minimal if any, which is really nice. So how cute is this packaging? That's adorable. All of their stuff always looks so tropical to me. It's so cute. And just taking that same shade just on the outer corner of the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna take the top color, Sunbeam, and put that all over the lid. Okay, so the shimmery colors definitely have a little bit more fallout to them. But that's really pretty. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but it's a really nice gold color. I'm just gonna take Lise Wachier's Feline eyeliner in the shade Noir, aka black, and just line across my lash line. I'm not gonna do any wings today. Okay, for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with Kiko's Waterflower Magic Bronzer, and this is in the shade 02. Looks like this, it's really cute. Hopefully it's my right color. That's actually really nice. Okay, I'm a huge fan of their bronzer so far. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, I love their bronzer. So far that's my favorite product that I've tried of theirs. Okay, and then I'm gonna try, again, another Kiko product. I'm gonna try out their blush that my friend gave me. So it's Ocean Feel Blush in the shade 01 Sunkissed. All of their packaging is so cute. Look at how cute that is. It's a big, like, it's marbled. Oh, it's just adorable. All of their stuff's adorable. Whoa, okay. So it's more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. and it's got shimmer to it. So I don't think I'm gonna do a highlight today because I didn't realize how shimmery that was gonna be. I don't know how well that's picking up on camera, but it's definitely kind of like an in-between blush and highlight. So we'll just pack that all over on the upper part of the cheek. It's a really pretty color. I really like that. I just think that normally I would probably layer that on top of a different blush already, or I'd be using it on like a really glowy look. Okay, and then I'm gonna try out a new pair of lashes today. They're from Lashaholic Luxury Lashes. They look like this. I have never tried any Lashaholic lashes before, but I got them in a BoxyCharm and I just thought I'd try them out. So I'm just gonna pop these on for you guys off camera. Okay, while the glue dries, I'm just gonna let you guys know what I think. I do really like the style of these lashes. They're beautiful. My only concern is the lash band was super thick, and I find with that, it's really hard to get them to stick down to your eye shape because everyone has different eye shapes. So trying to get them to bend is harder when the lash band's that thick. But overall, I think they're pretty good. I put them on a little bit messily because I think I added too much glue on one eye, but the actual style of them is really pretty. For mascara, I'm gonna try out Monsieur Big by Lancome. I've sold lots of these mascaras before and I have yet to try it myself. I've seen the difference between using it on other people though, and it's a really incredible mascara. So I actually have the Valentine's Day packaging. That's how long I've had it. I haven't got to use it since February, but I was saving it because I had other mascaras on the go. So the wand looks like this. It's really nice and thick, and it's a super volumizing mascara. With mascara like this, I'm always concerned it's gonna get really goopy on the bottom lashes, but it actually looks really nice. So I am a fan of this mascara. For lipstick, I thought I would try out this Dose of Colors lipstick. It's a liquid matte lipstick, and it's called New Bestie. Right, that's the shade. Oh, just kidding. It says It's My New Bestie, but the shade is Los Angeles. So it's really cute. I haven't tried it out before, so we'll just see what it looks like. The color looked a little bit intimidating, but we'll give it a shot. It smells so good. I love lipsticks that smell like Christmas, and this one smells like Christmas. Wow, I love this color. This is beautiful. I did not think it was gonna turn out this way. On the package, it almost looks like it's gonna be a really burnt orange, but it's more of like a warm pink, like borderline red, but definitely more pink than red. I think it's beautiful. Right, and I'm not going to do any extra highlighting today. I think the look is complete looking like this. So I'm just going to set my face with my go-to Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was fun trying out some new products. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.